to Bizchicks TV. We're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle so you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. Here are your hosts.
Hey, good morning, everybody, or from wherever you are in the world, could be in the afternoon or the evening. But we want to say welcome to Bizchicks TV. This is the place for tips, tools, strategies, everything that you need to take the hassle out of your business hustle. Okay, so today is Tuesday. That means the digital diva, she's ready. She's in the house. Terry Johnson online from New York City with the latest and greatest that we need to take care of our marketing and social media strategies. So, TJ, take it away.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another week of marketing talk, where we talk about all the things we need to know to grow our business online, because that information changes all the time. The world changes, so we got to keep up. So I'm calling this the clear signal because I was reading something. I'm always reading something somewhere. I'm trying to remember where I saw it, some article somewhere. And I read this comment, so let me read it. It said, social media interactions are one of the clearest signals you have about whether your content is actually working, not just reaching people, but moving them to respond. So, of course, I had a conversation with Jessica. And Jessica said this. She said, the best interaction isn't a like, it's recognition. I said, yes, recognition. And she goes, when someone says, I feel seen, or that's what I've been struggling with, that's a stronger signal than an interaction of a like. So I like that. I was like, okay, we talked some more. I'm going to get into the notes. But that signal of, okay, being recognizing what they are going through. We kind of talked about it in the last show where I said the missing piece was you got to focus on their disappointment, on their pain points. That's where everything grows from. So now you got to look at being relatable to that information that you got, right? So you hear a lot of people online. Well, I do. I'm going to say it. I hear a lot of people, be consistent with your content, just post, da, 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 da. And I'm like, okay, yes, but we got to get past that because we got AI. AI changed everything. Whew. Looking back now, that November when it came out,
2023.
Yeah. Oh, baby, we didn't know what was coming. We didn't know what was coming. There's content coming out of everywhere, every place, everybody, all kind of. I mean, I'm seeing it's everywhere. Can we agree? It's everywhere. It's even making posters. I can see it right now when people put up their event posters or their graphics. They don't even use Canva anymore. They go straight to ChatGPT,
Yep.
Gemini,
Why?
and they just, and I understand that.
Yes.
Because it's an ease of use. But there's a recognition factor that you need there, because we've got on the other argument, I've seen on the other hand, people had a discussion about the very thing of they hate seeing these AI posters. They said, I know instantly that's an AI poster. Why can't you just go to Canva? And I said, well, it's a convenience factor. I'm gonna call it is the lazy. We got things to do. So if I can say, Genie, make this, or magic wand this, they're going to do it. They're going to do it.
I have an opinion about that, but I'm going to let you continue.
Okay, yeah, we're going to talk about it. I want to hear it. But I've seen those conversations, and I was like, well, you're going to have to get used to it because it's not going anywhere. Same thing, same conversation we had back in not November, it was a few months after November 2023 when they put out that open letter about stopping AI and you must put the brakes on. That I was like, that's not happening. And here we are. Is it happening? No, it's
matter of fact, the people who was writing the letter is using AI too.
Yeah, isn't that funny? See, because I was like, there's no stopping this. The horse is out of the barn. The runaway. Yeah,
you're gonna go back and flip it off after the lights is all bright and everything, and now you're
they see you. The kids seen where you hid the Christmas present. Another one is the I love this when you watch legal shows and they show the courtroom and the lawyer says something and the judge tells the jury disregard that last. How?
They already heard it.
It went in here, and then when you say disregard, it's stuck even more because the people that maybe didn't hear it are like, what?
What should I be disregarding? Why should I disregard this? Now it's all on their mind.
It's in the mind, but see, legally, it's a thing they cannot, when they go to deliberations, they cannot bring up that. I understand that, but I'm like, as humans, we've already heard it.
Okay, and as humans, they are probably going to make up their mind based on that little piece of information, even though they may not say it out their mouth.
Yeah,
they're going to use that.
It's funny. I'm like, they said discard that last statement. It's because it has not in the record. I understand that part, but I'm saying just as humans, the horse is out the barn. We've seen the present. We know the surprise party. You planning a surprise party. Here's another one. The person finds out and they got to pretend they don't know about the surprise. Oh, for me. And it's just like, right? Like, yeah, I kind of picked up something. But see, that's the thing, that it's like, it's already out. And how do you disregard something that was so vital? And I might have said it was like fire or one of the, because I'm thinking about when the first people on Earth got fire. What did they do with it? I mean, they were afraid, right? I'm assuming, because it burned.
They could have been like, "Ooh, what's this?" And then they like, "Wait,
they
it's
touched
warm."
it. They touched it. Yeah, what happened when they touched it? Burnt the finger. It grew bigger. It burnt their dwelling or whatever, their tent or whatever the shelter they had.
And then they learned how to adapt and figure out, don't put a whole bunch of wood on there.
They learn how to control it. And that's what's going to happen with AI, people. We're just in this phase of, ooh, fire. What is it?
Somebody wrote something. I can't remember who the author was, but you said this already. Mm-hmm. It's going to be like electricity. You don't say, this was powered with electricity. Your computer powered with electricity.
It's not. We're in the love stage of it, and not everybody. I'm just saying, media and tech, and they're in the love stage of like, oh, look at this. What do we do? Oh. I mean, I think about that and how they might have discovered everything in the past: fire, electricity. And I bring up the electricity because I've seen plenty of shows, because I like a lot of period drama shows, history shows. And there's always somebody that was afraid of they were afraid of the telephone, to get the telephone in the house. They were afraid, the lady was afraid to cook. They had a chef. She didn't want nothing to do with electricity because the younger chef was like, look, you can use a mix. They used an old mixer. And she was like, you plug it in and you don't have to whip. She was like, I'm going to whip with my hand. It might take me like all day, but I'm whipping the stuff, the cream for the dessert with hand. And the younger person is like, but this will take like 2 minutes. And she was like, no, it was like the resistance of it.
Right.
That's the feature of it, because I'm thinking like the people that saw fire, they saw the destructiveness of it, but they also saw the benefits because it was cold, it kept them warm. They could cook food. They were probably eating before fire. I don't know all the details because I'm not interested in prehistoric man that much. But you learn some things in school, like they were eating stuff raw. I guess I think about it.
So, what about the person? I think it was on one of them shows we watched, Dalton Abbey, where the girl they brought the toaster in.
Yes, that was the show. Yes, and she also had the mixer. She had a whole bunch of appliances saying, look, this is going to cut the time completing the dishes short. But the older chef was like, no. She was like, no, get that thing away from me. It's just so funny.
Right. And the toaster was allowing you to get the meal out faster.
Yeah. There was a savings of time, which and you can see that whole thing correlate with now. And I said, yeah, it's scary. It's a scary time for AI. It's scary. But think about what happened when There's another show that I watched in the UK, and it was something about when they built the railroads, and the people didn't want, they were afraid of riding the trains. They actually were afraid. How's this thing staying on the track? Whatever. I think the queen, was it Victoria? Queen Victoria had to ride it. I'm not sure if this is historically accurate. It was in the show, but she rode it, and that was it. It was off to the races. It took one or two people to say, of authority, to show, hey, this looks scary, but I'm going to try it because we have to advance into society. And also, her husband, Prince Albert, I've done a lot of like watching the TV shows and stuff, that he built a lot of the things he put into place in the palace, Buckingham Palace, was modern interventions, and they all fought him on it. Like, he put plumbing in Buckingham Palace. Like, they didn't have plumbing.
Oh.
Like, plumbing, like a water, they call it a water closet. Like, they never thought it. He came in and put all that stuff in, and they were, who does he think he is? But
they rather take the pot and take it outside.
Yeah, because they found out there was a whole bunch of diseases because of that. Because there was the rats and the diseases, and they were throwing it out the window. Whatever they were doing, it wasn't working, and it was calling
sanitary
cholera. Yeah, there was a cholera outbreak. They was trying to figure it out. They were trying to figure it out, and they figured out it was the water system. So he came along and like, okay, Buckingham Palace is going to get electricity. They fought him on that. Buckingham Palace is going to get plumbing. They fought him on that. But look at where we are now. So somebody has to be like the leader, or somebody has to be the person that says, okay, we're going forward. We're walking with this thing. Yes, it's scary, but I feel like this is right. So the same thing with AI. We're walking forward. Yes, it's scary. People are going to lose their jobs. We've said this times and times again about the gas. They lit the gas lamps. That person lost their job.
But he had another job putting the bulbs in.
Yeah, there you go. So you got to switch your mindset of AI is coming to do this because of the reasons we talked about with the historical shows, that it saved time. The younger generation saw that it saved time. Instead of taking 3 hours to make a dish, I could do it in 10 because of electricity and the tool. So we're in AI as far as content, and like, okay, we're going to save time because we set it and trained it for our voice and our business brand and how we say things, and it's going to churn out content, but you're checking it. But instead of, who is that said, somebody came on here and said that the blog post took them forever?
Yeah, one of our Bizchicks.
Yeah,
she was trying to write something, trying to come up with her blog post, and then she was trying to get it over into Canva, and it was painful.
A long process. Yeah,
even describe what it was.
Right. But see, AI is here to fix that. And and again, like Fran was saying, and somebody else said that it's not going to be AI, because we don't go, electricity did this and we just do the thing. your Roomba, your robot that cleans your floor.
Seriously.
Do you think, well, electricity did that? No,
like that was powered by electricity.
That thing is set to come on at 8 a.m. You don't even have to turn it on. It's set to come on. Just make sure it's charged.
And the thing is, everything we do has electricity tied to it. You're not pumping gas without electricity. You're not running your computer. You're not watching TV. You're not turning on lights. You're not doing anything without electricity.
Go down because of nature or a storm or whatever reason, you're going to see a lot of outrage.
And so AI is like electricity. Yes. Everything, because I said this before, AI has been around for a long time. We just never noticed it.
Yeah, it was in the area where people were thinking about math and science and technology, and we weren't. So, and they're still doing it now, because you'll see videos about MIT and other places with the robot dogs and the little robot things that they're working on. And they had somebody in one in Asia had which was real funny. It was on social media last month about the robot that was doing the moonwalk, but it tripped over a stair, or it tripped over itself and fell down, and it kept going. It was fell down, but it kept going. I was like, well, that's because it's a robot. It's not a person. It's programmed to do a certain amount of mathematical steps. And
Right.
just because you could put an object or a step or whatever it was trying to do, tripped it up. It's not a human where it knows to get up. It's not going, oh, let me fall, because humans fall. We gonna get up.
And so that was one of the things, they didn't program it to get back up.
But see, it's that shows the limitation of, if there's an obstacle in the way of the robot that it doesn't know what to do about, what does it do? And those are the things that scientists and engineers, that's their job. They love solving those kind of problems. So I say, let them work on it.
Right.
Same thing with AI. We got to figure out the kinks. We got to work with it. People are going to get burned. I'm sorry.
So you were talking about earlier today about people don't like the posters.
The AI posters.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing. We, the people, just want the information. We don't care that you used AI to make the poster. We just want to know who, what, where, when, and why. And it needs to look nice and presentable. So we don't care.
See, here's the thing about that. And I bring it up, is that, I've seen the conversation about, people say, I'm tired of seeing your AI slop posters. And I agree. It's because from a design standpoint, it's too much. And for some reason, the human that sees it knows it's too much. That's why they have an adverse reaction to it. Whereas if you know a little bit about design principles, or just, get a little education about it, you could say, hey, I could still use AI to make the poster. Just tell it, okay, you put too many elements, or you put too many fonts, because you're really only supposed to use 2. But these posters, they, AI is going to throw whatever, 5 in there, or whatever. And there's like little things floating around and this and that, and little artifacts. And then you have to be able to say, hey, that's too much from a design standpoint. Dial it back, take it back. I think Coco Chanel said take one accessory off or something, I think. And Dr. Tati said she could probably tell me. I'm thinking it's Coco Chanel. Somebody in fashion said about too many accessories, you take the last one off. So
right.
Hey, the AI, I'm not gonna say slop. The AI posters that people are making, that they're so fascinated about, because it's like, and I understand their fascination, because I just thought about, I remember when I was a kid, I got my first easy bake oven. You're so fascinated that you made this little cake inside of a metal contraption that just has a light bulb in it, and you're just so, oh, look, and your parents are like, okay, they're going to show enthusiasm, but your mom was like, well, I make cakes all the time in the oven, and this little thing that you made on a light bulb, that's so good, because you're you want to encourage them. But it it's like that. It's like you're so happy that you made it with AI. Look, my first AI thing, poster, whatever.
But you had a cake.
Yeah,
you had a
little cake. It's the little cake out of the easy bake oven.
Right.
Whereas, you graduate to the, okay, I'm in the commercial kitchen making the wedding cake for whoever that's 12.
And it's a different set of standards. So
you graduate to that. Yes. So.
Right. And it's okay.
Yeah.
What I've learned to do is talk to my digital assistant. I'm like, okay, I'm creating this for this particular platform.
Yes.
And now they will create the poster or whatever with the right amount of,
because they've got the background information of Instagram is visual and this and that and that and that. And because I've had some of the tools tell me, well, Instagram likes blah 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 blah, so I'm going to make it this and that, and it needs to be. So that's the background information from it that it pulls from. Some of the AI tools will research in the background, pull the sources, and they'll do it, but they'll tell you why this works on Instagram or why this works on LinkedIn or why
Exactly.
this, and you don't have to know that. So it's there. Dr. Tachi says it could have, okay. I think it was. But the thing is that you're making the posters, again, you're taking it as is. The content that AI makes, you're taking it as is, and you're so happy running with your easy bake cake that you look, and you post it. Some will, like Fran said, some won't care because they'll just like, oh, it's a poster about an event on Saturday, and I want to go. Others, and these are the people that I've seen, like, look at that thing. Can't you? Why are you using AI and AI slump and we hate AI and look at you and we're not going? Okay.
There's
That's
going to be
just,
few of them. It's not going to be very many of them
you
because
never
that wasn't the
know.
target audience in the first place. So
Yeah. So again, and then on the other hand, you could look at that and say, like I said, with a little bit of, well, I have a little design eye. Well, maybe let me get another version, take that little thing off or remove that or whatever. Or I just take mine in the Canva and work it the way, but it's a base, is what I'm saying. It's a
right,
base of blank page, blank canvas versus it made something for you. Now I'm going to use that as the jumping off point to making what I want. And I've done that a lot. I've started doing that. I'm like, okay, sometimes ChatGPT gives me something and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna run with that wholeheartedly. Like, I don't need to change that. But sometimes I'll go, okay, let me download it, let me take it to camera and let me
right. And like if there's pieces that it doesn't get right, I
right.
will keep talking to you. I
Right.
will take it, put it in Canva, and go and like I want that out,
Yes,
and I want
yes,
this in.
especially if you have the free version of ChatGPT, it stops after. You don't want to keep asking it change this, change. You can take it over to Canva, and Canva has some tools depending on if you got the free or the pro, where you could just do layers, and you just delete that, and move it around. And again, the process, instead of it taking, like we said with the blog post, taking hours, a half a day, whatever, you're done in like 10-15 minutes and you can post the thing and go. That is the object.
Right.
Posting and going. Not let me look at this thing for hours. Ooh, well, I don't know. Well, let me tweak. But I don't know. I'm not, because you want it to be perfect. We're not looking at perfection. We're looking at get this thing out, move on to the next thing. Because here's the deal. You post that, you're going to get a response from somebody who says, oh, AI slop, or this is wrong, or that word is wrong, or why this, why that. And guess what? You can take that commentary and say, okay, maybe you're right. Maybe I will change this word or change that and post it again. Guess what? The way the algorithm is set up on all the platforms, that's a new post. They're happy, so they will show it to more people, or they will show it to somebody who didn't see the first one. See, that's how it works. You want to get it out.
So when you were talking about a clear signal, it reminded me of I saw a post by somebody and it resonated with me, like you said, and I said, this is right on point. That was better than a like or a thumbs up because that person now knows that this particular post that you put up resonated. It got my attention. I'd rather have you tell me that than just to put a like.
Yeah. And see, have the signal here is, is really about relatability, being relatable.
Right.
You want to be relatable. Okay. But here and let me get back to, so Jessica said a whole bunch of great stuff. I was like, all right, let's talk about it. So she was saying that many business owners confuse promotion with relatability. They think people see me on, posting, and they see my account, they see me, I'm online, I'm here. But you have to have relatability. So if you're just posting, that's just broadcasting. That's not relatability. Relatability is the next step. Like, is this content, and what we're saying about last time about knowing their pain point, knowing where they're standing at, what issue, what problem they have. That's the kind of content that you want to make to be relatable, not just, oh, I'm posting every day, I'm here, look at this, look at that. But those things don't get any touch points. And I'm not even talking about a like. They don't get anything because you're not being relatable. You're being consistent. Posting is consistent, but that's not what you have to do now. You have to take it another step and be relatable. That means knowing, like we said, the missing piece. Go back and watch that live stream we did, the missing piece. Knowing where to sit with your business, because it's not about you, because your content is I, my business, my business, my business. Your content should be them. What is going on with you? What issues are you having? What problems are you having? I think, I have this issue when I did XYZ in this industry and topic. What about you? Asking the question.
Mm-hmm.
That's also going to bring all the people out that go, yes, that's me. That's me. I feel seen. So I'm going to say something. I'm going to share, because you're doing the relatability thing instead of the consistency thing. So people think social media is broadcasting. Yes, it's broadcasting, but it's broadcasting the right signal of relatability. Okay.
That's good.
So you want to do that. So a relatable business owner is going to say, I understand what you're struggling with. Not, my business is selling this at 50% off. Nobody cares. We said that last time. Nobody cares that it's on sale. I care that it meets my needs and it solves my problems. The thing that's keeping me up. The problem, the issue, the pain point, the thing that I need help with. Okay, I don't care that it's 50% off. Tell me, is this the thing? Well, and if you do this right with the relatability, they're going to instantly connect with it and know, wow, you're talking about the issue that I have. Wow, you're talking about the problem I have. I have that same problem. You mean you got the solution? They don't care about the 50% off, because it might not be what I need, because you haven't explained it properly, or it doesn't meet their needs. See, it has to meet their needs where they are in the moment now. You have to know that. That's the relatability. Because they're showing up online already weighed down, already with the heaviness. As we said this last time, they've got it on their back. They're showing up online with this problem, this pain point, this issue that's dogging them, and I need a solution. They're showing up with it. They're showing up with the baggage. So yes, they're going online and they're seeing all the funny comic stuff or the this or that, and they're taking their mind off, but that thing is still on their back. And here you come in between all the entertainment and all the funny jokes and stuff, and you're being relatable with your content, and they know instantly what you're talking about, and they know instantly that you're the person to fix that thing that they're carrying around. They're going to go straight for you. Excuse me.
Wow.
They're going to go straight for you. There's no, and I think last time we talked about the squirrel, getting the squirrel to come over. And we started talking about the squirrel. The hardest thing is because the squirrel doesn't care. The squirrel's like, I'm trying to get these nuts off the tree. I don't really care about you standing over there. Come here. I got something. I got the nuts over here. It's like, I don't really care. So that's what it's all about. Once you do that, there's no come here, little squirrel. No, it's, oh, you see me. You know exactly what's going on with me, what problem I have, what pain point, what thing I'm carrying on my back, and you got it for sale. It's available. Link in bio. And we said this last time. They won't even care how much it is.
Mm-mm.
They won't care.
If it solves the problem that I have, I will write the check. I will swipe the card. I will give you cash.
Yes, and if that's not the issue with them right now, like the availability of funds, oh, it's going to be in their mind about, well, okay, next week I can get it. Let me bookmark, let me share, let me send this to whoever. Let me make sure I mark my spot, because I'm coming back when I have the funds. In a day, in a week, or what? Because you demonstrated relatability of you understanding their issue. That's really what it's about. Not
Yep.
about consistent. Yes, be consistent, but be consistent with the right message of relatability.
I like that.
That's what you have to do. Because I see this online. People are like, "Well, I'm posting and nothing happened, or I'm doing this and nothing happened." I'm like, "Well, okay, there's some things you got to fine tune because you got the consistency part down because you're posting. Okay, yeah, great. Where's the relatability part of it? That's another part of it that's really, that's something that you have to do because people are going to say, "I feel relieved." Because you get it. You're the person that gets my problem. You're the person that gets me. You're the person that sees me. Recognition creates a connection. The connection takes you from them to your business, and then they go, I must discover how to get the thing that fixes my problem. And it's not, we're not even, remember, we're not talking about products, just products. We're saying products and services. It works the same. It works the same. You got this relatability. They know what's going on, and you got the system, the path for them to get it. That's another part of it. You've got to have that also, and that's your, call to action, link in bio, my whatever system you set up. Is it an email? Is it they buy right away? Is it they do this? Is it membership? Those are things that you set up, but you have it to where there's a landing. Okay, you're going to do this relatable content, but there's a landing. It could be a soft land, and soft landing means it's a soft sell versus a hard sell. And you will try these landings out to see which one your target audience likes the most. But if you're doing this right, they're going to be like, how fast can I get my wallet open? How fast can I click the link? How fast can I get into your cart? Whatever you want to call it. People call it funnels, carts. I hate calling it. I'm like, okay,
I
you
like
got the system.
I like what you called it, the loop.
The loop. Because it's going to loop around. It's not the end. Once they buy from you, that's not the end. That's the relationship.
Yep.
They go back. When you have something new, they go back to the beginning. Oh, well, it's a shorter distance now because I know you. I know you're relatable. I trust you because I bought from you before. See?
Yeah. I like the infinity loop.
Yes. And when they do that again, guess what? They're going to start talking about you to other people. There's the word of mouth because they trust you. See? That's and I know Fran knows this in real estate. That is golden. The people word of mouth. It's just going out without you being there.
See, but this thing the word of mouth has been the ultimate marketing strategy forever.
All the time. Go back.
It is, that has been the thing. Mildred, you need to go check out the shoes over at J.C. Penney's. It was always word of mouth.
And here's the thing. I just remembered something from when I was in school. It was that the Izod shirt. Does everybody remember the shirt with the little alligator on it? And when they first came out, and kids was like, that was the thing, like the preppy thing. You had to have that shirt. And it was like I don't remember seeing a commercial about it or whatever, because it was a golf shirt. Golfers were wearing it. Like, okay, if I'm a kid growing up, whatever, I'm not golfing. I don't know anything about it, but the cool kids showed up with it, and this is the thing, and all they got is a little alligator on it. Oh, I want that.
Yep.
I want that because I want to be the cool kid too.
And I can remember all of the trendy stuff when we were in school.
Members
jacket, it was all word of mouth.
The members jacket, the members only. You list whatever
members only, Nike,
the Calvin Klein jeans, the this jeans, the that bag, the this shoe, and up. It's even
and they
today.
Most of them never made a commercial for it.
No. I don't remember I've never seen a commercial. As a kid, it wasn't on my radar. But when I went to school, and it was like, well, the rich kids are wearing it because they're, they whatever, however that came about. They go to the golf course with their dad or whatever, and the shirt is in there or whatever. I know the thing was expensive. So that was the other selling point, was like, well, it's expensive.
But you
Oh, well,
saved
we
up your
want that.
money to get you a pair.
Yes, well, you got money. You're somebody. You got that.
Right, but you would save up your money to
Yes.
go get the little alligator shirt.
Yes, for many reasons. It's popular. The popular kids, the rich kids are wearing it. It's the thing. It's the item. You can't. Well, I can't go to school if I don't have it because I'm the only one without it. Your Tati has a
So
comment.
that marketing campaign
Yes.
has been a thing.
Labeling, the branding and labeling part of it.
Dr. Tachi says, I had a pair of jeans that I got from the thrift store when I was in 5th grade, and everybody went crazy.
See? I can remember so many things. I remember painters' pants was a thing. The pants that painters wore, that was a thing. If you didn't have those painter pants, oh my goodness, I gotta get those painter pants. The Jordache jeans, I gotta get the Jordache jeans. I gotta get the Calvin Klein jeans. I gotta get the insert label here.
And right, she said the jeans were Izod.
Yeah, see.
So yeah, it is. Oh, I got to get that car, or oh, I have to have this. And the store or the manufacturer did not do a thing for marketing.
And see, that's the culture part of it, especially amongst the peer group. And it's not even kids in high school. This could be adults. They have a group of, well, okay, if you have the Mercedes, if you have the Rolls Royce, if you have the Cadillac, there was a whole big thing where, in the community about having you was somebody if you had a Cadillac in the 50s. Oh, you was somebody.
What like a cat, what was it? Diamond in the Back and whatever that song was.
Yeah, that was there's so every decade we can pull out things that culturally it was like, okay, and a lot of it came about because there wasn't an advertisement. They might have advertised, but it grew because, well, the popular or the rich or the this had it, and I could elevate myself and be a part of that group if I had the same item.
Right.
If I had the same thing. Right now, it's I know there's a thing about some jewelry. There's a bracelet that looks like a clover or something. That's the popular thing with the housewives, and because it's so expensive. And I don't remember the name of the jeweler, but they want that. And I looked at the thing. I was like, I don't want to wear that. I don't like clovers. It didn't look attractive to me. But I understand the opportunity, the attractiveness of it is because it was so expensive. And I was like, well, okay, that's great, but I don't really like that.
Yeah.
Jewelry, I don't like that. And so wearing it, I've seen it a lot on like some TV shows I watch. I've seen some of the actors wearing the little bracelet. I was like, oh, they got the little clover bracelet.
And I'm like, why?
I don't like it. I don't like the design of it, but everything is for, everything is not for everybody. There's stuff that people like. So.
Oh no, see, I'm not wearing that. I looked up what it looks like.
Oh yeah, it's some kind of, it's green and it's clover.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Like, that is not me at all. I don't want that.
And it's not cute to me.
It's not, but it's because it costs X amount of dollars. And I understand that's not new. The same thing with the Birkin bags. It's because it costs an X amount of dollars and this and that. I understand that. Well, what I'm saying about going back to when I was a kid with the Izod and the members, it was because it cost a part of it was because it cost a lot. It was expensive, and it elevated you if you had it. It elevated your brand as far as you were in school. Like, okay, I'm one of the cool kids.
So it's this is an old brand, Van Cleef and Arpels.
Okay, that's it. Yes.
And it's still ugly. Okay, I'm sorry.
I instantly was like, ew, I don't want that. I don't care how much. I don't care if it costs $1 million. I don't want it because it's ugly.
I'm cool.
It's ugly. And that's my opinion. But people that are buying it, hey,
no, I'm good.
Enjoy. Enjoy.
Oh Lord, this is
But
not cute.
it's a popular thing. And I've seen it on some TV shows, and I was like, oh, here we go. um Dr. Tati has some comments. I'll pull them up. She said,
Okay.
truth be told, I don't even like the style of the Birkin bag, so why would I pay what a car costs for it? Exactly. See, there are some people that go, well, the Birkin bag is an investment. I was like, not really. It's not really an investment in my eyes, but you know, enjoy.
Dr. Tasha says, yes, I don't like Van Cleef, and I'm also
Mhm.
not a fan of the David Yurman twist rope
Oh, what is
jewelry.
okay? I have to look at that. I probably seen it and didn't know what the brand, because you know there and thank you, Dr. Toxic, because she's built, not
She's,
built, tuned into some of the fashion communities online and all the great stuff. So
she said the Birkin is an investment in ugly.
it's a okay bag. It's just that I don't. There's a frenzy around it, and I understand why, because it is hard to get. You have to get on a list or something. It costs
Whatever. But
tens
it
of
ain't
thousands of
cute.
dollars.
It's not cute. Okay, it's got a I have a sister, well, whatever I got, it's got to look good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't care if it costs a lot or doesn't. It has to look good. And I can get a lot of stuff that look good at Wilson's Leather and be happy.
And see, I remember getting a bag years ago down on Delancey Street, which was a place for leather and stuff in New York City, years and years back. And I got an ordinary backpack. It was all leather and everything. And when I bought it, it was no marks, no anything. And now I've used it and loved it so much. It's worn, it's distressed now. And I put that on there. So that's what I like, because I'm like, that's a bag that I instantly love the lines and the cut. And yes, it is. Thank you for saying that. Like it's a Coach bag style, but it's not Coach. But I love that. I still have that bag. I that's my bag. I get it repaired if something happens.
And Dr. Tachi says, look, a good Coach bag has superior leather and is a fraction of the cost if you want something designer.
Exactly.
I'll do Coach in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And it has to be, again, it has to look good.
Yes.
It can't just be something.
But it has to satisfy the person that's wearing it and using it.
Right.
It has to be something that makes you happy. Like I said, this Van Cleef stuff, I was like, no. And it is an old brand. It's been around for a long time. But I'm like, I'm just not liking this 4-leaf clover bracelet is green, and no.
Yeah, it was not cute. And you know, Tiffany's, I was like, I don't like stuff from Tiffany's. I like silver jewelry, and Tiffany's is supposed to be silver, right?
The premier brand. I have a bunch of stuff from Tiffany's when I worked at Interpublic. That's what they gave. Every year they gave us something from there. So I have tons of but like you said, it's silver. So I was like, well, okay, I'll collect it, but I
like silver.
Yeah.
But they're not substantial to me. I like pieces that I don't like the little dainty. I need a bracelet.
I need a bracelet
or some earrings that have something, not just so.
Right. So all of that is subjective. Is to, like I was saying about the Izod and all of the things that you had, that it was word of mouth built up from not somebody pushing it down the throat. It wasn't being sold or pushed out, or it had its own word of mouth kind of thing. So we were really talking about that about recognition, making the connection, and that being a part of it.
And here's the thing: if you're buying silver jewelry from Tiffany, the sales associates know you don't have no money.
Yeah, because those are the least expensive. And I understand, like my company did. I was like, I wasn't expecting diamonds, but I was like, okay, I knew that they were like, okay, look, because they had to buy for so many people. Let's get some silver keychain or some note paper or some note, But it was all Tiffany in the box, and you got the little bag in the box, and it came the way the diamonds came. So I was like, well, it's cool. I'm like, I know they're not
When
gonna
you
break
take
no
those
diamonds
are
out
the
for
ones that
us.
you like, ooh, we the Tiffany blue with the white label or with the white
Yeah.
ribbon. You snap a picture because okay, that's a
Because
statement.
it's signal, it's sing a statement, it sends a signal. And some people want to do that with this Van Cleef. And I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, enjoy. Now, getting back to this clear signals, like why should we care about all of the things we were talking about? It's because it's the difference between content that gets ignored and content that builds trust. Because we building the trust, okay? It's not about the and talking about the trust and the Van Cleef, like that. This is going to be a trend that goes away. It's going to go away. Just like there was a brand called Juicy. I think it's still around. That
Oh
was the
yeah,
whole.
the juicy couture,
Yeah, and you
juicy.
put Juicy on your button, on your pants, and I was like, okay, that was a thing. Is anybody putting Juicy on their butt today? I haven't seen it in a long time. It's just that's one of the things is that okay, you're getting recognized, but is that a long lasting thing? Is that the trust versus like the Van Cleef long lasting brand? The Izod is still around because those were golf clothes.
Right. Dr. Tachi says, I do love the Tiffany blue.
Yes, it's a pretty blue robin's
Yes.
egg. I think some
And
kind of
she
blue,
says
Tiffany blue.
Juicy Couture was really a fad in the early 2000s. They tried to make somewhat of a comeback.
I I really don't see it because it was a marking time in culture.
Hmm.
That's why a lot of things cannot come back from like there was a whole nostalgia thing of the 90s. Like okay, the boy bands and the music, yes, but some of the clothing styles, it's
Yeah, no.
it's touch and go. But it's not an Izod, it's not a Birkin, it's not a Van Cleef, it's not the test of time kind of trend. So you want to do those things that build trust. Okay. All right, so more things Jessica was saying about most people are making me content instead of making them content, and that means you're making me content. Look what I have, look what I'm doing as a business owner instead of making them content. What are they thinking? What are they going through? What's happening with them? So you instead of making the buy this, join, look at me, buy this, look at my offer, I'm on sale. You want to do the audience focused content of seeing the struggle, understanding the frustration, seeing what's actually happening with them today, and then here's what to do next. The here's what to do next is the part of the connection where you're doing all of this relatability and you're showing them that you know where they are. But then the next part of it, like I said, the call to action of here's the solution. I know what you need. I've gone through XYZ, so I can help you with this. Here is the offer, the thing that I have for you. And once you set all of that up in motion, that path, there's no stopping them from coming to your business, regardless of your pricing. That was one of the things we talked about regardless of where you are, because we're a global community now. We're global. If I could, like I said, if you got the system set up for me to buy, I'm buying. Oh, it's in Singapore. Then I guess I'm buying it. Guess I'm paying the tariff or whatever the thing is. I gotta pay extra. It's because you set this up so nicely, so completely, so relatable that they want it.
Right.
They want it. There's some other steps in there because I was reading some stuff about and we're gonna talk about this another time. I forgot what it was called, but there's some things about the way that they get the information that they process it. There's a part in there also, but this is kind of like the basic steps of it. Okay, the basic steps of it. So you don't want to make me content. You want to make them content because you want to not say, well, okay, I have to offer, here's my sale, here's my this. You want to have them feel connected because you know them and you're feeling it's really empathy. That's the word I'm thinking about. You really have to have the empathy, and you want to do that because you want your business to grow. You want to connect with them. You want to have them, like we were talking about, the word of mouth. All of these things are part of the loop that keeps it going because it's not a one and done. Okay, it's not a one and done. All right. So there's a couple of other things. Hold on, let me see. Here we go. So it was the relatability. Another thing she came up with, the three layers. Here it is. The three layers of relatability. Layer one, shared circumstances. You and your audience have something in common. Gotta have that. If there's nothing in common, I'm not stopping at your content. I'm not even going to see it. I'm not even going to connect with it. I'm going to go whoop, 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 whoop. And guess what? When they do that, the next time they come in to whatever platform, whatever app, the app is not going to show you to them because there's no interaction. That's the way everything is based now. That's why there's so much upset about Instagram. It's not the follower, it's the interaction. I think we talked about that. There's a couple of places of interaction. Like Instagram has a whole bunch of places for interaction.
Yeah.
Stories, the feed, reels, DMs, shares. All of those things are different touch points to them. And so you can connect with your audience on Instagram, maybe with reels, but not other places because of the way that you're being relatable. So that if that's a thing that concerns you, it's an easy fix. Just look at your content and say, okay, it works on reels, but it doesn't work in a feed. How do I change that? It works on stories, but it doesn't work in the D. I can't get a DM. How do I change that? So it's just a simple tweak, because once if you could get one of those feeds, if you can get some interaction, some growth and everything, followers and well, not followers, but the whole interaction of interest-based content on one of those feeds, you can figure out the others. That's what, remember, Instagram isn't just a feed anymore. I think that's an issue that people are not thinking about when they're making content. They think it's the feed. And the feed is you go into Instagram, the main feed of, okay, there's the little square photos, here's the caption, here's the comments. That's one part of it. To Instagram, to Meta, that's one thing. They've got like several things. And they have been articles about it. You can Google it, and they'll be talking about how they focus on the DMs now, how they focus on the stories now. It's because they have studies about how users interact with content within the app. They're studying all that and like, well, what do people like? Well, there's a lot of stuff going on in the DMs, so we're gonna focus on the DMs. And you go, wait a minute, Instagram. You used to be photographs in the main feed. That was 2010, 2011. Now it's
Look,
2026.
that whole thing has changed.
But it's an argument that I still see. Is like, oh, photographers used to get on here and share their photos. Yeah,
Okay.
good for y'all. Good. Hey, great. It's 2026 now. We do things differently. There's a whole bunch of feeds. That's why we always talk about on Fridays when we talk about the news stories, like, because they were pushing what was it? The instance. They were
And
pushing
yes, is it inside of the
instance, inside of the inbox, because that's connected to messaging and DMs. There was another thing, the little floating heads, and there was the I forgot the name of it. And there's another one when you go to your profile, it says, well, say your thought. There's a thought bubble. I forgot what it's called. There's a little thought bubble. And they're doing these, the voice notes and leaving the voice notes. And we talked about why is because Gen Z, Gen Alpha, that's how they communicate. They love that part of the apps. They don't care about the feed. And they might care a little bit about the stories, but they really care about the private conversation part of it, which is Snapchat's area that they got it on lock. Instagram wants that. So they're going to put out the little things to get Gen Z and Gen Alpha to use Instagram, because they've got the little notes and the little voice notes and the little instance and the little things. And oh yes, the instance was supposed to be like be real, like the little snapshot moment in the moment. That's because they are moving towards a Snapchat style thing of private and public communication amongst a group of peers. And then the thing is, we as business owners have to figure out, well, do we need to use those tools? Not all the time. Maybe when you've gotten past what we're talking about today with the relatable, you got to get relatable first. You got to get the attention first. You got to get the relatability. Then you can maybe use those little things. You have a pop-up sale. You might want to use the instance. You might want to use the little private parts of Instagram that they have. See, so right now, like Dr. Tati said, foolishness. Yes, foolishness. It is foolishness. But this is their thinking. They want Gen Z. They want Gen Alpha. They want that group. And the way they communicate and talk and everything is different from everybody else. And that's why I believe Instagram is still mad that they could not buy Snapchat. So can't beat them, copy them.
And that's what they've been doing.
Yes. And it was not because they wanted Snapchat. They wanted the Snapchat user.
Right. They were buying
Snapchat users,
the
data,
like
the users. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the customer base.
Yes. They wanted Gen Z at the time was Gen Z. They want that younger base because Meta knows that they don't care about Facebook. We've done lots of studies and lots of shows about data studies about this group. The younger generation does not care about Facebook. The only thing they care about is the marketplace. That's it. They don't want anything to do with it. And so they're like,
if I was Facebook, I would push that more because Facebook's got a lock on that marketplace where you can go in there and shop. I'm like, y'all need to start pumping that up a little bit because it's easier.
It is.
It's better than eBay. I'm just gonna say it.
And I have to take a look at it because there was a story this week. I don't know if it was a story like article. I saw it on social media where people were talking about some food reviewer was buying food off of Marketplace. Like people were cook, what the cottage is it called? Cottage industry. People cook at home and sell it.
Oh, because that's the new thing. People are making butters and jellies and
making
jams
food. But this is meals, like actual food, like a meal.
Okay. I have to go check that one.
Yes, I saw it in passing once or twice, and I said that's something to investigate. But this food reviewer was buying food from, like, I think I saw the video where the lady was coming up with the food in a bag and he was in the car and recording. I was like, are you kidding me? And it was Facebook Marketplace.
So this is like, so they barbecuing at home, get a plate. You can get yourself a plate and we'll fix it and you just drive up and come get the plate.
Yeah, selling plates. Selling plates on Facebook. So this is the thing that, like you said about Marketplace, is becoming this better than eBay place where people are getting all kinds of things. Dr. Todd, you got a comment there about the food.
She said, yes, I saw that. Somebody got a crab boil that looked fire. Now, would I buy the food off of Marketplace? There's a question mark.
See, this is the thing that in your local area, there's local food laws for, there's a health department that determines that food doesn't make you expire. I'll say it like that. So this is you're kind of dancing on the edge. And I agree with Dr. Taji. I'm not buying that.
Now, if it was a restaurant that was
the commercial kitchen,
and then if I was doing this, I would put on their commercial kitchen, created in a commercial kitchen. I would do something to elevate my game.
The local health laws.
Yeah. And put something on there to let people know you just ain't something.
Because you have a health department. They go around and check restaurants to make sure that everything is kosher or it's good so you don't expire.
Or how about this? It could be a food truck that's doing it, right?
Yes, but they still have to be licensed and they have to get everything from the city.
The food trucks are. So if I was a food truck, I would still advertise through Facebook
Yes, that's a good way
Marketplace.
to do it. But see, they've got the certification. They've done the work of being
Hmm.
certified by the city and by the health department by okay, everything.
All these people have checked off on your work.
Somebody in their home kitchen is not going through that, and so they're going, "Hey, we're selling plates over here," and yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds good. The food looks great. It looks fire, like Dr. said, it looks fire, but I'm not
I don't know, man.
buying.
Yeah, so I'm like, I would probably buy it if it was a food truck or
Yes,
or
which is so
somebody.
it's yeah, and see the food truck is still in the restaurant industry. It's just
Right.
not a building, but they still go through the same things that the restaurant has to do. The people at home are not doing that. And I'm like, I'm not. And what if you have a food allergy and they say, "Oh, well, we don't, this wasn't cooked near anything with nuts or oils with nuts or what?" How are you assured of that? You can't, because this is somebody in their own kitchen. Not putting it down. I'm just saying that's not going to be me. Like Dr. Shaw said, it's not her. But I've seen that, and I was like, let me investigate that further a little bit down the road, because they're using Facebook Marketplace, not Grubhub, not Uber Eats, not what's the other? There's a couple other ones. They're not DoorDash. They're not using that. They're using Facebook Marketplace.
I think it's a good idea is if you have a commercial kitchen like we've
Yes.
just been talking
Yes.
about,
Yeah.
because you wouldn't have to go through the hassle that you go through with Uber Eats and
See, because there's a
DoorDash.
liability factor that people aren't thinking about, and it's not gonna come up until something expires. So
Yeah,
you
that's right.
have
It
fun.
ain't bad though.
Have fun, yeah. Facebook, but I was looking at the Facebook Marketplace part of it, like, people are doing that, huh? Let me investigate that. So we're gonna talk about that. We'll talk about that soon. Okay, so back to the 3 layers of relatability. Layer one: share circumstances based on facts. You and your audience have something in common. So you're going to use that to get attention. That's not how you build the trust. That's attention, because that's very generic. Like, okay, yeah, there's a shared common, but there's a lot. But your competitors have something in common also. So the next layer two, share frustrations. Here we go a little bit more deeper into it. So you're looking into experiences. Instead of describing who they are, you're describing what they're dealing with. So that goes a little bit deeper. That's
Hmm.
a little deeper connection. Okay, so you want your audience is going to feel more seen. You're going to be talking about lived experiences. You're going to be talking about frustrations. You're going to be talking about emotions. And this gives you a deeper connection, a deeper level of trust. So you're getting closer. Now, layer three, shared internal dialogue. This is where people feel deeply understood, because you're speaking to the thoughts that they're saying, thoughts that they have inside. Like, again, remember, they're carrying this burden. They're on social media. They're carrying the problem. They're carrying the issue, the pain point. Sometimes they may not be articulating that in words, but it's in their head. So if you're getting into the shared internal dialogue, you're really connecting to them now, because you're thinking about what you're struggling with, what they're questioning, what they're afraid of. They may have questions like, what if I'm not good at this? Maybe I'm too late. uh what if I put myself out there and I fail? Nobody cares what I have to say, or all of those things that's going internally inside of their mind. You're going to have to get into that. That's private thoughts, private issues, because remember, they're carrying the burden of this problem. Okay, most people that making content don't go to this level of level three, or the layer three, shared internal dialogue. So you want to do that, because you're going to have a stronger connection, because you're really plugging into what they're going through. Because the other stuff is surface level. The competitors are going, yeah, okay, yeah, the whole common stuff, but you're going deeper and deeper and deeper into it with your content, and what they're going through. So you're making more of a connection now. You're more relatable. You're being more relatable, relatability. Okay, so those are the things, the layers. So layer one, share circumstance. You have something in common. Layer two, share frustration. You see what's going on, what they're experiencing, and the issues and frustrations. But then layer 3 is the shared internal inside of their mind, what they're thinking that may or may not have been articulated verbally, but they have these issues. And you make content on that layer, you're really going to connect with them. So a lot of these things about relatability. So, this is the clear signal of what you want to send is relatable. Your content is relatable. You are relatable. Your business is relatable to your audience. You know them. You know what they're going through on a surface level and a deeper level. And you're going to make content on all those levels. And you're going to go, okay, well, who's making all that content? AI. Because you're going to talk to, like I talked to my assistant Jessica here, and we had a conversation. And now if I want to make content based off of this, she's going to make it for me. I don't have to do all the work because we've talked about it. We had a conversation. So that's what you're going to do with your AI tool. Conversation.
Yes.
And remember, a lot of the AI tools will go out and do research for you. So you don't have to do the research. You just have to check it.
Yes. Okay. Check the work.
Check your work.
Well, TJ, thank you so much for this enlightening conversation on the clear signal today. Like we always talk about on Tuesday, you're going to come here, you're going to learn, and then you're going to go do it.
Yes.
Take this and put it into practice. Get it down. Watch it again if you need to, and put these things into practice. Be relatable.
Yeah.
Get the 3 layers down and go to work. We want to see what you do with all of the things that you've been learning. So we want to say thank you to TJ for being here today. We will be back on Friday for Tech Life Weekly. And we got a couple of things coming up in the week. Tomorrow, which is Wednesday, Coach Karen is coming in. Thursday, Robin Shimizu. And then, like I said, Friday we'll be back. And then we'll be back again on next Tuesday. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching. You can get a call to terryjohnsononline.com/info, or you can click the QR code right above her, right over there. And we will talk with you next time. Have a wonderful week, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for tuning in today. We trust you've learned something to help you build a more profitable business and take the hassle out of your hustle. See you next time.